Here are 5 quick ways to stop feeling so alone as an empath. Let's face it, being an empath can be both a blessing and a curse. While you're out there absorbing every emotion, thought, feeling from every single person in the world, normal people are going to parties, they're drinking their lattes, they're interacting with others, and they leave feeling energized. But not us. We're busy feeling everything from the neighbor's stress that you don't even see to the barista's bad mood, right, when you went in and saw them. And that cripples us to exhaustion. Now, if you're an empath entrepreneur, this emotional chaos, it's costing you money. So why is it harder for us as empaths? While most people out there are probably giving you or giving me the advice of just whatever, shake it off, it's no big deal. We are human, emotional sponges. And that level of emotional absorption leaves us feeling alienated, alone, and drained. And try running a business, right? In that state, like good luck. It's actually, as an empath entrepreneur myself, one of my biggest challenges. So let's talk about how this messes with your cash flow. Emotional overload doesn't just like kill our vibe, our actual vibration, it kills our income potential. And you don't have to be an empath entrepreneur for this. You could just be a sensitive soul, and the way it affects you at work, it's going to get you. How are you supposed to show up boldly, coach your clients, get creative, and run your business when you're busy still recovering from your BFF's meltdown that you had during dinner, or while you were busy absorbing all of her feelings, her thoughts, her emotions, and how she was processing what was going on for her? Because that's why people love you. Because when they hang around you, guess what? You're busy absorbing all that emotion, all that feeling, all that challenge, and they leave feeling light and better and easier, and you leave exhausted. You're happy that you're able to help them, but if you're not learning, knowing how to ground yourself, how to clear that energy out and then regrounding, you are going to leave drained, exhausted, and burnt out. So here are those 5 ways to not feel so alone and then to not feel like such a loser, right? Let's be a badass. You are an empath badass. Number 1, you gotta find your tribe. We're out there. Some of us don't know it yet. Remember before you found out what a sensitive human being you were and you were able to connect to what that really meant for you? Probably were out running around feeling lost and lonely, and you didn't even know that you were a sensitive soul, really. You didn't know you were an empath. There was a moment before you actually connected the dots. So there are lots of people out there like you. There are a lot of people out there like us. So find them, vibe with them, and stop letting yourself feel like such a lone wolf, like in a world of energy vampires. It's safe to find your community. It's safe to be supported. Number 2, it's one of my favorites. You gotta learn the art of saying no. Say no thank you if that feels better at first, but no is a complete sentence. I want you to protect your energy and your peace like you protect your ATM pin. Your peace matters. Saying no is safe, it's loving, it's kind, and it's the least selfish thing you can do. Your peace matters more than pleasing everyone everywhere like all at once, which you know is impossible, by the way. Now, number 3, you got to cleanse the mind, the energy, the body. You got to find ways to cleanse that energy. So meditate, dance it out, go on a walk, scream into a pillow. You got to find what helps you clear that energy. Whatever it takes, purge the noise and the nonsense that you absorbed from the day. So get to know your go-tos and must-have for self-care, grounding, releasing, and then re-grounding. You got to make sure you re-ground after you release, after you cut all those cords. And then number 4, get a mentor who gets it, because it's hard and even almost impossible for like regular coaches, regular friends, regular family members, regular partners. We can love them, but they don't always get us. And when it comes to regular coaches, it's hard for them to really help you scale and grow your business when they just can't understand where you are. They just don't get it. They don't understand why you feel so drained all the time. It's just not part of their nature. And that's okay. You don't have to change yourself to like mold into what other people expect of you or need of you or are used to. They're just never going to understand why you're still stuck crying over someone else's breakup. Some of that is you, some of that is us. We have to learn how to clear that energy, but from a regular person, coach, partner, friend, it's just hard for them to get it. That not only is going to not help you scale your business, but it's also not going to help you be like the intuitive, conscious, sensitive soul that you are. And by that, I mean you trying to be something for someone else. You trying to cut off your feelings because you're trying to please someone else's discomfort. Trust me, I have been here. I have been the empath entrepreneur who's been kind of mismatched with the coach. And as much as they want to help me, as much as they wanted to help me, they just couldn't get it. It wasn't until I actually started working with someone who understood a little bit more about who I am, how I process the world. Being an empath isn't considered neurodivergent. Perhaps, maybe not yet, but really, we process the world differently. Okay, number 5 is solo recharging equals non negotiable for empaths. So, most people, or a lot of people, they feel very energized when they're out in the world. You're an empath, a sensitive soul. For most of us, we need to recharge alone. Being around other people is very draining. Even if you are like really knowing how to take in the world and you're doing all of your grounding tools, or at least for me, I know that even when I'm around a lot of people with all the grounding tools that I use, I still need to recharge alone. So rest when you're fucking tired. Give yourself grace and honor your unique journey as a sensitive soul because it is your superpower. Don't hesitate to stow yourself away in a cozy, warm cocoon. Do your thing in only the way you know how. Don't act against your own true nature just to please someone else. So you take time, you recharge alone, and then when you're ready to re enter the world, you come back out into life. Only when you're ready to be fabulous out loud again, honoring that you're always fabulous inside. Now, this is what I call the pulse on, pulse off energy. And it really is sort of like my secret weapon and how I navigate my own energy in a really loud, chaotic world. So, that pulse on, pulse off means that when I'm feeling energized, when I'm feeling in flow, when I'm feeling super invigorated, I'm doing all the things that I need to do. And then when I need to retreat, when I need to recharge, I am pulling back and I am slowing down. I am pausing and I'm doing the things that make me feel good. I'm quiet. I'm doing all of the things that help me recharge when I need to. This goes against kind of the grain of the world because if you're going slow, if you're not doing things, it's like you're considered not productive, not responsible, you're not getting things done. But let me tell you, when I'm in that pulse off energy, that's actually when I am the most productive. So pulse on, pulse off, give it a try and let me know. It's literally like the thrive button for sensitive souls, empaths, and HSPs. And if you're an empath entrepreneur, this is really going to help you glow up in your business. Because why? And now I'm going to spill the tea. I'm going to spill the empath tea. Your sensitivity is your money making superpower if you know how to manage it. So use that pulse on, pulse off, rewrite your money story, set those boundaries, clear the old energy, and watch your business glow up. You got to serve from your overflow, babe. That's where your power is. Your self care has to be so radical that you're literally overflowing, right? Your cup, that cup is overflowing and you're serving from that overflow. So even when you pause or you need to pull back or you might be like behind on some of your self care tools, you're serving from your overflow. So that cup will go to full instead of making its way to empty. This is what will help you show up in your business without burnout. And you deserve to make bank without the emotional baggage and the guilt. Because if we can get more money into the hands of kind, compassionate, sensitive souls, and we are actually then pouring that back out into the world is going to change even that much more. So, you making money, again, the least selfish thing you can do. You're not greedy. You're taking your power back. You're allowing yourself to receive. You're learning how to feel safe in your body to receive. And then you're pouring that magic back out into the world. And then don't forget to celebrate. Celebrate even the smallest of wins and celebrate with your family, the people you love, celebrate on your own. But you've got to celebrate, 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 celebrate. Because isn't that why we're here? To live our most amazing selves, to express our greatness, and to live that dreamy, dreamy as fuck life.